What's up, everyone? Daddy Warbucks here, and today we are continuing our playthrough of the Rime of the Frost Maiden. Karis is our DM through this adventure, so why don't you set us up for today?
Alrighty. Are we ready for this? So, we are deep under the rugged glacier in the crashed Netherese city of Ithrin. And we've been all over. We've got our track on here. We've been all over the city and we've figured some stuff out. And we think we are pretty close to cracking our way into that center tower, which has the prize that we're looking for. So, in our last session, I don't remember what we did. Oh, yes, I remember what we did. We made our way through. We started making our way through some of the remaining towers that we hadn't been to. We made pretty short work of that. We have attracted the attention of a group of Nothics, which seemed a little odd, but okay. Don't know what that's all about. And we have a path forward to conquering this thing. So, you are currently inside the Tower of Enchantment, right after the woman who'd been sitting on the throne with that crown thing that was the cursed crown has crumbled to dust in front of you. We shall pick up from there. And what would you like to do?
I think we
Well-
have to destroy this crown.
Maybe if it does what we think it does, it would definitely be a good thing to get rid of.
We'll put it down over there, and then I'll hit it with this, and I lift up the.
Okay. Run away.
Yeah, what's
Do not want to get caught in the pacemaker.
what's the worst
In
that can
Kira's
happen?
bag?
Oh,
Getting
no.
caught in the pacemaker? She could be turned into paste.
Die.
So I want to smash the crown. Is there a roll needed, or
As he swings, I want to use Mage Hand to slide the crown about 6 inches to the left of where he's aiming.
Okay.
that's not very nice?
Ick.
All
The
right.
pacemaker's so big, I don't know if it matters.
It doesn't matter for 6 inches, no. So the pacemaker comes down and it slams into it and not a mark on it. I mean, other than the normal things in the thing. It seems to affect the crown not at all.
My aim was off. Let me try and hit it a second time. That'll do it.
Definitely, yeah. Go for it.
As he lifts the pacemaker, I want to use Mage Hand to hold the crown to the head of his hammer, right in the center. That way, no matter how he swings, he's going to hit the center of the pacemaker on the crown.
I'm
So
coming
What
in.
if, what if
Druid
it
craft.
gets embedded in
No,
the
no.
pacemaker?
Yeah, I'm gonna use Druid Craft because it has a 30 range feat to Druid Craft some vines to the crown so that it's stuck to the pacemaker. So when the pacemaker does land, the crown will definitely be there.
okay. Actually, I think you have something. I think it is gonna. So you swing and it comes down with a mighty crash. And as you pull the pacemaker back, you do not see the crown on the ground.
I did it!
Is it on his hammer?
This right here is how
He
cursed
lifts it
weapons
up
are
to
born.
say, "I did it." Everyone else does see, a nice, yeah. These embedded iron tentacles are now part of the pacemaker.
That's pretty
I'm going to
cool,
hold
though.
up a finger and like give a shush motion to everyone else.
I mean, that could be
Oh.
an interesting new attack.
Indeed. Attack of the flower crown pacemaker.
Yep.
Oh, we're not able to. We're not able to do that this second. Maybe we could just go try to find the Necromancy Tower.
Hmm.
Our last one. We done.
Do know how to destroy magic items.
Do we?
You
I
do.
like don't know how
I
to
mean,
destroy
it was
magic
like 3 months ago, our time, but it was like 12 hours ago in game time. You do know how to destroy a magic item. There is
items.
something that you encountered that destroys magic items.
Wasn't there a tower with an anvil?
Ding, ding, ding.
Oh. Is somebody going to
Actually,
say that out loud?
I don't know if I was here for that session, so I guess Sally's wouldn't.
I don't think you were.
It's like a talon
Yeah.
200 feet up abjuration. Is it the abjuration tower? Or is it a different tower?
Uh-huh.
Wait, what? You know, Landor
Notes
speaking.
for the
It's like
win.
we can go take it to the one tower where all the hags were that had great food, and there's an anvil there that you could use. Maybe can reshape it with that.
Oh, yeah. Which way? I don't remember.
It's that way.
And I point and start walking.
We do have labels on the map now of some of the places that you've been.
Yeah,
So
so
Yeah,
we the
it's just like
players may
here.
know, but I don't know if Azatoth is that great of a tracker.
No.
Azatoth might not remember, but there are others in the group who remember where you've been. Yes.
Point to the talon one. It's that one. Let's go.
Actually, if we're here on the right at the enchantment, aren't we?
Yes, we're right here.
Right.
So we're just gonna like over to the Talon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
All right, let's go.
As you step outside of the Tower of Enchantment, as you open the door and come out, it's like, do we have everybody here? And checking on that. As you move away from the tower, you start noticing it's kind of chilly in here. The air is maybe 10 degrees colder than it was when we went in.
Most of the parties like cold resistance because of wish, so we're like, huh. Anyway,
Yeah.
Anyway,
Oh
that's
no.
really
Anyway.
cool. Hey, look,
the
my
ice
breath
the
is
ice
slightly
user would be the
denser than
one to
before.
notice. Yeah, the ice user would be the one to notice, like, it's getting cooler in here, but yeah, let's go.
okay. So walking down the street, are you just moving as you're chattering? Are you looking around? Tell me a little bit as you go down the street.
I will have one eye
And-
open. She lost the other one.
Mm-hmm.
Ghosty Boy will be keeping a lookout, kind of, like up in the air, maybe like 30 feet above the party, flying along with us, while Tali's is sort of, like nose deep in his notepad, just making notes on everything that he hasn't really had chance to catch up on yet. The enchantment tower, what he's experienced, the form of the writing, and everything like that. The specific design of the crown, how it could potentially relate to, like Netherese architecture or just artistic design,
Mm-hmm.
things like that.
And Dwiser Landar?
Andwise will be walking in the back, of course, checking his pockets to make sure everything is secure. I'm also looking at a map that we've drawn of this area to try and figure out where that last tower is. And every time the party makes a slight deviation to the left or the right, you'll notice that the clasp on the front of his cloak gives a slight tug in that direction, and Andwise starts drifting off in that direction. Anyone that looks closely will see that his homunculus is hanging on the front, guiding him.
Yeah? Landar?
Oh, as we're walking, I'm trying to scrunch on my backpack for rations because all this walking makes me hungry. I really hope there's
Okay.
food at this tower.
Okay. So you guys blithely and unconcernedly walk down the road on your way to the Tower of Abjuration. Love it. Makes
No,
my
I
job
got
easier. I
an
don't
eye
have to
out.
describe anything. Oh, you have an eye out. And what's your
An
passive
eye out for
perception?
danger, not crap, because I'm missing an eye. It's 13.
I was gonna say like the one good eye.
One good eye. Hey, the other eye
Oh,
can see
and
great in that tower somewhere.
okay. So as you're kind of passing around one of the legs of the center tower, Kira, a slight motion in your peripheral vision catches your attention.
What was that?
And as you're walking past, you just see sort of a little trail of some slightly colored sparkles that as something appears to have ducked out of sight.
Oh. No, Kira, focus. Keep walking.
In response to her saying, "What's that?" Andwise immediately stops, pistol drawn, trying to figure out what she saw.
Right
Okay.
to murder.
What it, yeah,
Murder
what-
the
everything,
roast at it again.
everything okay?
I don't know. I saw sparkles. I like sparkles, don't get me wrong, but I'm more focused on dead sparkles right now with the necromancy.
Sparkles. Hey, could it be another one of those schwingers?
We'll have chewingas here?
Those things love me.
They actually do. He has
They
a really
like
great
chewingas.
relationship with them.
Kira at first is like really excited for chewingas, and then she looks at all of them. One of them has a pistol drawn, the other has like a pacemaker. She suddenly is like, "Oh no, we don't have to engage. It's okay. We can keep going."
No, they actually really like Azathoth. They have really
Mhm.
great He's I don't know. There's something about him
shower
that they
gifts
they
upon
just
him too.
Yeah.
they just give him gifts and he
Oh,
Here,
plays
check
with them
this
and
out.
stuff.
And I'm just
he's
gonna hold
actually
out my hand. I'll use one of the charges from the charm of snowball, whatever it's called.
Mhm.
I'm just gonna materialize a snowball and chuck it. And
happens. Happens.
The snowball goes splat and puffs into powdered snow. Is
a
what
Chwinga
happens.
did that. Mhm.
That's a complete non sequitur to Kira. Because
I
Kira
don't-
clearly saw that Azathoth did that.
What? It's a snowball. You threw it. I don't understand.
Yeah. No.
They
Okay.
sometimes
Look,
give us
I'll show you
talent.
again. Look, just watch my hand. Watch it. I'm not
Okay.
gonna touch any of the snow. Okay.
Okay.
You see it? And then I'm gonna use a second charge to make a snowball
Okay.
materialize. Just poof,
Oh,
snowball.
wow.
Motions and a
It's
snowball.
crazy. I do the
Toss
same
it, goes
thing with
splat.
shaped water.
How did you do that? Have you also been blessed
I
by
don't
the
know.
Chwinga?
I guess I didn't know it was exciting. I also throw it and it goes splat.
Guys, as you've been looking, paying attention to the place where Kira had been looking before she got caught up in the snowball fight with Azathoth, you do sort of see some wisps that just sort of coming out from behind the pillars. It looks like a almost a vapor wisp, but it's almost like there's little vapory glyphs in the wisp.
It looks like there's glyphs in there. I'm gonna call over to Tallies and say, Tallies, you might want to check this out, man.
Charlie's just absentmindedly goes, "Hmm."
Glyphs in the smoke behind the pillar.
What? Oh, yeah. As soon as he says that again, it like perks his interest, and he's like, "Yeah, where?" And he starts
So as you
looking
kind
for
of
where it is.
as you kind of look over towards the sort of leg of the center tower and all that's there, you can kind of see just sort of around the side. It's like, yeah, there's some sort of vapor coming out. Now you would immediately recognize that the glyphs are of this. They're the symbols of each of the schools of magic. At least there were 3 of them there that you saw going through, and some slight faint glowings of the related colors.
Oh, the wisps are the sigils are related to the different schools of magic. Whatever's leaving them might have a clue that would maybe help us solve this puzzle.
All right, hearing that, I'm going to move forward towards the pillar because, well, I want to
Charlie's
find
will as
out
well, and
exactly what it is.
he'll send Ghosty Boy through, like, you know, a little higher up to get a better vantage point.
It's actually on the other side of the barrier. And so what Ghosty Boy sees, oh, I have a handout for this.
Oh. Why does that sound
Yeah.
scary? Oh, I have a
Sounds good.
handout for
Why
this.
does that sound
Oh
scary?
no!
It's funny because I
Not
have
scary.
carried Dark Souls boss music playing right now.
That's cool.
This
I'm
is
something I didn't play any
amazing.
music.
Better put on some creepy music. Holy moly, this is cool. See this?
Is it a demo?
Yeah, and it's kind of hiding, but you can see some of the wisps of the vapor are sort of are kind of going out and around where they can be seen, but it looks like it's kind of hiding behind the thing.
Oh, it looks like a skull with wisps of magic and smoke floating around it.
Voice in my head is
Steph?
screaming, it's a damage.
It doesn't look like a Schwinger.
I'm going to call out to it. Hey, you, come here.
Get defensive elephant pose.
Does not seem to react. Give me Tallies, give me an insight check since you can see it clearly through the Ghosty Boy.
That's probably one of the best insight that he's ever had in his life. He's not good with people.
Yeah. So this is something you could, if a skull missing a jaw had body language, you could tell by the posture that it is actually very focused on the party around the other side, and it's hiding away, but it's also wanting to go out and look, and as it does those little motions, that's when the wisps kind of end up going out into visibility to the party. It has not noticed that is happening.
Yeah, I mean, Ghosty Boy's gonna wave at it and smile.
Which catches its attention, and it immediately kind of disappears.
Ah.
It clearly startles and runs away.
All right.
Alice, where'd it go?
It disappeared. It may have turned invisible or teleported. Could I tell which? Did it seem like there was a, because disappearing and turning invisible and teleporting tends to look maybe a smidge different.
Kind of look a smidge different. So I'm not even gonna make you roll for that. It did not teleport. It was almost a sleight of hand sort of trick to make itself disappear. It did not actually go invisible.
Fair. Well, I mean, I guess it's maybe still there, but somewhere, but it's hiding.
All right, I want to look and try and see if I can find it as best I can. It's a barrier between me and it. Actually, speaking of which, I'm going to reach out and touch the barrier. Is it still solid? And
Yes.
okay.
Yes. It feels impenetrable. Yes.
Excuse me, Mr. Floating Skull, sir, or madam, or them. Excuse me, Mix. We're just trying to get
around to the other place? Do you have a clue for us? Or do you have a task for us? Or you just want to hide?
Is
Sometimes I don't wanna
Ghosty
talk
Boy
to
kind of
people
looking
either.
for it?
Yeah. Still,
Okay.
and Tally's is going to head over as well to try and see, because obviously Ghosty Boy knows where it was, so Tally's knows where it was, so he's going to be looking around as well.
Yeah. So you think it's gone?
Oh, that it's just not there.
Mm-hmm.
It left. Okay. It looks like it left. Maybe it'll come back.
Doesn't sound like as much of a threat. We could probably head towards the other tower. I'm hungry.
It's stuck. Beep-a-doop-a-dee.
Yeah, we could always
All right.
head towards the other tower. I mean, I can leave Ghosty Boy hanging out just to let us know if it comes back. Or we could just check later, because I mean, yeah, whatever it is, it doesn't seem particularly threatening.
Yeah.
Oh, if it does follow us, we know there's a way out of the barrier.
That's true. Okay, let's do
Are we
that.
there yet?
Continue on?
I actually kind of want to investigate something anyway while we head to the abjuration tower. So
Okay. So
All
you
right.
got it.
Yep. I'll continue with the group too.
Okay. So what are you looking for, Tully's?
yeah, so Tallis remembers going to like the prison here and stuff, but he doesn't remember checking out this building or this building, even though we'll have gone past it to, get where we were going.
Which two?
Oh, sorry, this one here
Uh-huh.
and
Yep.
this one here. Yeah. So he's
Yep,
going to
that's
send
true.
because of the distance, he can send Ghosty Boy to both of them. So yeah, we'll send Ghosty Boy to this one first. See
Alrighty.
what's cracking while we're in this tower.
Alrighty. So while you're on the way, so that, as you can, the first one, this one being the first one that has the huge tusks as ornamentation over it. As he gets over close to it, you can tell that it. I mean, what can you tell? There are stained glass windows around it, but as he gets to where he can look in, it seems to be like a ruined auditorium. That inside there are benches in rows, but they're all broken and crumbled and glistening with frost. There is a raised lectern at the focal point of it with a bejeweled goblet on it, but even the lectern is kind of cracked and slightly canted a bit to the side. There is steam rising from the goblet.
Okay, Tallis will have a look. Sorry, Ghosty Boy will have a look in the goblet and see what's in there.
And if Ghosty Boy moving in looks into the goblet, you can see that kind of around the edge of it are 8 colored crystals in a familiar set of 8 colors. It looks like what's in there. I mean, looking at kind of the metal of the goblet, it looks like hot water, like boiling water that maybe I could put some honey in and have as my tea for soothing my throat.
So there's just like a hot clear liquid in there.
Mhm.
Okay. You said that so there was a lectern that was tipped over. Are there any
Well, the
any
lectern's
papers
just because the goblet is on top of the lectern. The lectern's kind of tilted, but it's
Okay.
not completely tipped over.
But is there any sort of paperwork or any books, any writings or anything like that around?
No.
Okay, so just like an M2. Okay, so Tallis will note that. He'll actually draw a quick sketch of the thing and say, huh. So in the building just over there, the large one with the with like the big tusks things, there's like a bejeweled goblet with a hot liquid inside.
Yeah.
It's steaming.
Did you dump out the liquid and take the goblet?
The Ghosty Boy can't actually like manipulate objects.
Oh,
So the
I got it then, and I'm gonna start heading in.
Okay. Azatoth is detouring on his way over to the building. Anyone else going with
Okay.
him? Yes, Kira?
I'm just waving as he goes.
Oh, you're waving as he goes. Okay.
Tallies will
Huge fan
call
of
after
splitting the
him.
party.
Tallies will call after him. Azatoth, weren't we gonna break the crown first?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you have that.
Because it's embedded in your thing. So
Don't worry, I can carry.
Yeah, just leave it
Is your
behind.
strength there?
But you said there's an ornate cup. It's probably very valuable, and if it's just sitting there, we can grab it, can't we?
sure. I mean, we can also grab it in like 10 minutes when we get rid of the crown. I mean, it's been there for probably hundreds of years at least. Probably not going to disappear in the next 10 minutes.
Steaming liquid, hundreds of years. I don't
It's
know
magical,
about that one.
Clearly, drink it.
Yes, it's magical.
Huh. Drink it.
Okay, so at this point, the party is about over here with Azatoth kind of starting to head that direction. Are we going to Abjuration or are we going to this auditorium?
Well, they
Scott?
talked me out of it. I'm sticking with the party.
Okay.
About to
So,
say,
how
Scott
did-
redeemed a skill check for us. I don't know if the chat is trying to tell us something.
Okay, what does a skill check redemption do?
It's not a thing.
It's not a thing.
It
Okay.
just played a sound.
Okay. All right. So this
Never
is the
seen it
tower.
before.
Abjuration is the tower that had the chiseled runes all over the sides of it and the blue light from the highest window. And as you go in and you saw the glyphs that were all around it, it has been Tell me about going to the tower. Yes. Tell me about entering the tower.
I use my feet to walk into the door.
Excellent.
Oh,
right,
that's
that-
crazy. That's what I'm doing.
Excellent. Yeah. All right. Hang on. What do I need here? Gimme. I need a, yes. I need an intelligence saving throw from Azatoth.
I'm really good at those. All right.
Cool. So,
It's the worst that can happen.
yeah. Well, so the worst that can happen is
Let's find out.
all of a sudden Azatoth steps into the tower and comes still and clutches his head and starts bellowing really loudly, and he just sort of charges into the room. Now, not up the stairs where you were going. He just sort of charges straight into the tower. And
You
his
okay there,
bellowing
bud?
is gibberish. His bellowing is absolute gibberish.
And are you okay?
And Azatoth does not respond to that. He's still, and now he has taken the pacemaker and he is taking it at full strength against the walls.
Azatoth, we gotta take it to the anvil upstairs. The wall won't
Yeah.
work here.
Are you guys still
Friend.
outside?
Yeah, I mean, so Tallies will say he's probably been affected by the magics of the tower, but I mean, I thought we just left the Tower of Enchantment. I don't know what's going on here.
Huh.
But
Hey,
I guess-
friend,
I
come
guess-
over here.
Tallies will try and walk in.
Okay, give me an intelligence check.
Cast
This
bless.
will be a
Save.
magical.
It's save.
Magical
It
thing.
is a magical effect, yes.
And I cast
Yes,
bless
absolutely.
on myself, Azatoth, and
Just to clarify, it's not a fear effect, right? Is this a charm?
It is not fear.
Okay.
It is not fear. It
It's
is
not
not
immune to
charm.
fear. Okay.
Okay, Holly's just steps right in. And what do you do as you step in? You're stepping in, and what are you doing?
I'm kind of waiting to see if there's any sort of effect. I mean,
You
do I
don't notice any
no?
effect.
Okay. I'll kind of I'll walk in. I'll say, Azathoth, this way. I'll try and sort of tug on his arm. I definitely can't like drag him anywhere, so just a little tug.
And he turns and he looks at you, and he has a gleam in his eye,
I cast a
and
spell
his
magic on him.
muscles start bunching to lift the pacemaker.
Yeah, I
No!
reach out and cast a spell magic.
Yes.
I'm sorry, what did you just say you do, Tallies?
Oh yeah, I lift a hand out towards him, sort of like that, and I cast a spell magic.
Yeah.
Okay, so Azathoth,
Yes.
you stepped in, you were just on your way, you step into the tower, and the next thing you know, you are standing there looking, you are inside the tower looking at Tallies, who's stepped over the threshold and has a hand out to you like this.
Why are you touching me?
Well, he hasn't touched you, he has his hand
yeah.
out like this.
This spell,
You were no, it's actually a range of 120 feet.
Okay. Doesn't matter. Why are you
Touch
touching
yeah.
me?
Yeah.
Don't touch me.
Don't
Um,
touch.
Yeah, just can't look at your posture for a second, and you
And
kind of notice
if you
that
look
you
at
you're
yourself,
like
you're
winding up.
standing like this with the pacemaker.
You seem to have been affected by the magics of this tower and were kind of rampaging, and you were about to flatten me with the pacemaker over there. So I figured that I'd probably try and intervene before that happened.
Uh-huh.
Walk through too while Bless is still up.
Okay, so you crossed the threshold, Kira? Give me an intelligence save.
Cast bless right at the top.
Uh,
9.
Okay. You step in, and you're coming up right behind Tallies with a befuddled Azathoth in front of you. Yes, Azathoth?
since, in my confusion, I'm just gonna give up trying to sort out the events that transpired and start heading towards the anvil.
Okay, so you're heading up the stairs. Endwise.
Well, if they're headed to Anvil, they're going to need me up there as well. So I'm going to step through.
Okay.
And
Nothing
Ghosty Boy's going to start
happened
heading.
when Tallies and Kira walked in, so give me an intelligence save.
Ghosty Boy's going to start heading over to this tower.
Okay.
And seeing what's in there.
Yeah, I'm going to do that with my inspiration just in case.
Okay, and nothing happens. Nothing happens. Landar, so you're the only one outside still?
Yeah, but the doorway to food is up there. That's where I'm heading.
Where does Landar think the doorway to food is?
Because then we hit the magical anvil and get transported to the hag's place. There was
Okay, so
food.
you're walking in. Give me an intelligence save.
Yes.
That's a pass, right?
So, Landar, you step in, and it's food. Food. You are aiming for food, and you go storming up the stairs. So the rest of you see Landar come in, get this angry look on his, a determined look on his face as he goes marching up the stairway.
Ah, that's
Yeah.
right, friend. You got this. Yep, we'll follow you. Yeah. Where you're going.
I'm marching straight up there. I'm basically shoving past everybody at this point.
Hey.
Okay.
Tully's probably gets slammed into the wall.
You're marching in kind of a hurry. I'm actually going to move you guys to, oops, not there. Let's move you here.
Well, I can run across vertical spaces, so I'm going.
Oh, and you guys are already in here because there's still the corpses from the last time you guys were in here. And as you come up, I'm going to take the Tomb Tapper's corpse away.
Corpses? Where we were?
You
That's
see
crazy.
so Landar, you see the anvil in the middle of the room, and you look for it and you go out to touch it, and you realize that when you touched it before, to get to the food, there was a little miniature tower, and there is no miniature tower on top of this anvil.
That ain't right. No. Then I see the pile of rubble up here, and I'm gonna go dig for
Okay.
hopefully a
So
miniature tower.
about this time, are the rest of you following up?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So you come up and you see a determined Landar. So Landar, as you're doing this, you kind of come to yourself and you find that you are digging in a pile of rubble and you don't actually know why.
What?
I would like to hit the anvil with the pacemaker.
Hey.
That's
Walk over to
That's where the crown is.
pat on the back.
All righty. So you have this huge anvil with vivid blue runes set on it right there in the middle. And you're coming around. There is a hammer adorned with matching runes on the anvil where it was before when you used it.
Yep.
So you're approaching. Are you taking it, or are you just going to hit the anvil with the pacemaker?
The crown is embedded in the pacemaker.
It is.
Logically, we're going to smash it onto the anvil.
Okay. So you bring it down and you smash. And you bring it down and you smash it again. And you're hearing a loud clanging sound as it does, but kind of muffled a little bit because the crown can't reverberate because it's embedded in wood or whatever the pacemaker is made of.
I thought it was stone.
It probably is stone now that you mention it. Actually, yeah, it is stone. So anyways, the stone muffles it and all. And it's mushing a little further into the pacemaker.
Oh, damn it. That didn't work.
Well,
Try,
we have
try
to
the small
use,
hammer.
the special hammer.
Oh,
On druid craft.
it's right there. It was on the anvil. I think I knocked it on the floor.
Yeah,
Did
we can
knock
get
it off
that.
Druid craft. So to pick it up.
All
and
right,
put
so
it
I'm
back
going
on
to take the
hand.
little hammer. And what do I do with
Okay.
it?
Fashion, I think.
Under
Up the pacemaker.
So I hold the really, really big hammer in one hand and the really tiny hammer in the other, and I kind of think.
Tiny being a relative term. All right. I need to know, is the pacemaker magical? Because I don't remember.
Yeah. You told me to treat it like a magic weapon because this isn't a real item. You just kind of homebrewed it. Told me to treat it like a magical weapon because it does have it's like a dwarven thrower. Like I throw it and then it returns to my hand, so it is magical.
Yes, it is. Okay. So you take the little hammer and you hit at the place on the big hammer where the crown is embedded.
Yep.
And ting, and you hear a reverberating sound.
I did it.
Okay, but it's still there. No, it's still there.
I did not do it.
You sounded like you're making progress, though.
Should I do it again?
Sure.
All right, I'm gonna do it
Crown
again.
is on the anvil. Crown is on the anvil, right?
No.
What is on the anvil?
No, I'm holding it in my hands and go bink.
Yeah, so we have the pacemaker, big stone hammer thing that has the crown embedded in it, and in his other hand he's got the blue runed hammer thing.
Tallis is going to lean over to.
Anvil.
Oh,
Tallis is going to lean over to Anwise and say, "So what's happening? Like, how exactly does this work?"
I think he's about to kill his pacemaker.
Okay.
But I'm not big enough to stop him, and he's not going to listen to me.
Okay. Yeah, Azathoth, before you hit it, Okay.
Don't mind me.
wait.
I
Yeah. So
nothing to see here.
this thing, it destroys magic items, right?
Oh yeah.
And your hammer's magic, right? The
Okay.
pacemaker.
Yeah.
So if you hit the pacemaker with it, won't it destroy the pacemaker?
I'm not gonna hit the pacemaker. I'm gonna hit the crown.
But the crown's embedded in the pacemaker.
What if I do it very carefully?
I mean, we could always just try and take the crown out of the pacemaker and then just hit the crown.
Oh, that's an idea. uh
That tiny voice is killing me.
All
I
right.
do it.
So I'm gonna try and I guess we'll
Somebody got a
extract
crowbar
it.
to help? Otherwise, you probably
I'm
have a
going.
Crowbar.
As soon as they stop, I'm going to walk up, start digging out smith tools out of my bag, since I do have a set of them, and extract or try to extract the crown from the pacemaker so he can hit the crown without damaging his pacemaker any further than the indents in it.
Okay. Just roll a d20. The only thing I need to know about is whether or not you roll a natural one.
I'm a halfling. I don't roll natural one.
Oh yeah. Huh?
You didn't roll a natural one. All right. So, looking around at the others, let me add it. Uses your tools and just tap and poof, and the crown pops out and is on the anvil.
Dope. I slam it on the anvil and I take the other hand with tiny hammer and we're gonna go. Huh? Bing!
Tiny.
It is a tiny hammer.
And there's a reverberating sound. Nice, loud, reverberating sound. Okay.
Did it do it?
There's still a crown.
I did
There's
do it.
still a pacemaker. There's still a hammer.
I guess keep going till it's done. Have you guys done this before?
Okay, wait a minute.
I know I wandered off for a while and while you guys came in here, so I kind of missed that part.
So now there's like a little indent in the face of the pacemaker, right? Where the crown was embedded. I'm gonna take the tiny hammer and I'm gonna try to put it in the hole. So it's pacemaker head, tiny hammer.
It's so tough.
Yeah. Really cool. Let's do it.
Andwise immediately moves to the stairs.
This is the kind of high fantasy roleplay you're here for, Jack.
No,
This is gonna be
I got
wild.
it figured out. The tiny hammer not doing it enough. The big hammer.
Insert inserts the head of the tiny hammer with the kind of sort of, it's at an awkward angle because the what's it, the hilt
Yep.
or whatever, the stem, the stick, whatever of the tiny. So it's in there, and he reaches back and he swings and he comes down right on it, and so there is a clanging sound and a flash of blue light as the crown disappears. And in the wake of the flashing of the blue flash, there's a slight rumbling sound.
Fuck.
And the slight rumbling sound
You all laugh at Acetone.
Oh my
coming
God.
out of the floor emerges another tomb tapper. And let's give me some initiative. Peeps, roll me some initiative.
Right.
And let
That's
me
right.
get
This is
some.
what happened last time, isn't it?
I think it is.
I think it is, yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
Feels vaguely familiar.
Where's? Oops, I can't find
Could
the.
actually do with putting.
Can't
tallies on the
find.
maps.
Where is it?
Oh yeah.
Cool. Here it is. There it is. The one I wanted. Alrighty. So let me see here. Let me get this sorted out. Do we have everybody?
Whew.
It's nice drama going. All right, we need to. Do we have everybody in the tracker here? Yes. We're going to. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to sort it. Karis says no. Roll 20 controls. Absolutely, and my chair is descending on me again. All righty. So it is Andwise's turn. Andwise goes first.
Pull the gun, and let's open fire on it.
And the shot comes out and sizzles past and goes and hits the wall of the place. And another shot goes past and sizzles off past over the other shoulder.
Sorry.
As this thing's kind of moving around and as it's kind of pulling itself out of its hole, you overshot it. That one will hit. Alrighty, for force. Okay. It comes
Right.
out and you can sort of see a slight indent as that hits.
Clone moves up. Ander will take a swing. Oh shoot, just closed her sheet.
Oh, no.
Oh. And that shot
is a
comes
hit.
through. And she's gonna holler out, Azatoth, hit it!
And roll 20 is doing something weird. I can't see the bottom of that.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, you may have to.
So give me some damage. Anyways, that was a hit.
Yeah, you didn't roll the damage yet.
There we go. Alrighty.
All right, so you're using the Sword of the Perrunes, so I can use
Yep.
my reaction to attack.
Yes.
Dope. Let's do that. And we all know what's in my hand already. So we're gonna...
We know what's in your hand and ready to wield.
Oh.
Oh bless. It's a tiny hammer. It's just not quite.
The
up to
tiny hammer took your balance off a little.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. Change the trajectory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You might want to take that out.
I don't want to. All right.
Okay. What else for Andwise's crew?
All right, Android's bonus action, he's going to say attack. From his side, the metal-looking pouch, the metal bag hanging on his side, starts whirring and clicking and making noise as it drops to the floor. And it transforms into a Chardelin pseudo-dragon.
Andwise and his gadgets.
I do not have control of my token, my pseudo-dragon token.
I will fix that. Okay. It needs to be done here. Edit. Here. Can be edited and controlled by. Okay, go for it.
All right, he's going to move up next to it,
Go
and he's going to try to
scuffling across.
sting.
That is a hit. Four piercing. All right. Okay. Okay. Anything else for the Andwise crew?
Does it have to make the savings throw for poison?
Let me see. I don't think it does. Oh, it does actually. You're right. Is it a con save? Yeah, con save.
Yep, Conci 11.
It saves.
It saved. Okay. Yeah, that'll be it for the Andwise crew.
Splendid. Kira, my dear.
Okay, it's just sort of come up out of nowhere, and in my in my surprise, I just shoot a bolt of stars out of my trunk as I cast guiding bolts.
Oh, I don't cast it well.
It's so murdery.
It sort of leaned down to face the pseudo dragon. It sort of leaned down to look at the pseudo dragon, and it just goes right over its head.
Oh, that's on me. I was surprised. It's fine. I turn into an elephant of stars with the archer constellation, and more focused. I will do archer attack. 17 to hit.
And that is a hit.
Next
With
damage.
nice radiant damage that sizzles right into the mouth in its midsection and scorching the back of its throat.
Okay. I'm just gonna continue to back up and end of turn.
Okay, that's a tough.
I will hit him with the hammer.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
With the nice runed hammer or with the great big, yeah. And
I'm blessed.
you
I
might
don't
want
know.
to move. You might want to move the
Yeah.
Majin bodies around at your feet, and yeah, kind of kick them away. They're kind of it's affecting your balance there.
Does 19 hit?
19
This would
does
have been
hit.
ages ago.
Oh, it's
My last
enough.
minute.
It's gone. Oh, never
My
mind.
last minute, yeah.
Okay. Well, it would have hit if it was there.
Sad. I guess this bonus action, we will activate our Form of Dread for some nice hit points, and then we'll be done.
All right. The Tomb Tapper bellows as it stands up and it lifts its own pacemaker as it, let's see, hits at the thing waving another big sledgehammer right in front of it. Does an 18 hit?
Yeah.
Alrighty.
That looks
And
like
it
a lot
comes
of attacks there.
slamming into Azathoth's side.
28! Well, good thing I got those temp HPs.
Good thing. Yeah. And he swings it around and comes at a backhand from the other side. That will
Yep.
hit too then.
Yes, it does.
Okay. And then that is its turn.
Oh, jeez.
Okay. That will bring us to Tully's.
Okay. Yeah, okay, cool. Landar. It's jump
Yeah.
in time. T-Rex, please.
Oh! Oh, I know what you... Yep, there it is.
You already got it. Stomp, stomp, stomp. My favorite.
That's my action. I'll step back a little bit.
Okay.
And
Into
that's
the-
it.
All right.
Yep. So let's see. I only get one option here. So does that hit?
That is a nice chomp right into the shoulder. Give me some damage. Ooh, 26. That is a mighty chomp. It is not a medium or smaller creature, so it is not grappled.
All right. That's all I can do.
Okay. Brings us to Handwise.
All right, top of the order. Andwise will make a shot.
That will hit. 4, and you'll see, and that will also hit. So let's see, we have 37, 43, 47, 67. Oh, it's starting to feel the... I don't know why that didn't come up with a red dot. It should have a red dot on it. I shall put a red dot on it manually. Oh, it did have a red dot on it. Where's the red dot? Oh, there's the red dot. The red dot was behind the T-Rex. That's the problem. There, now we can see the red dot. The force strike, though, misses as he sort of recoils back. Oh, actually, I shouldn't have put that extra 6 in because sneak attack's only once. I need to put 6 hit points back. Yes. Anyways, because as it reels back a little bit from the first shot and all, the force strike misses. pseudo dragon is pretty darn tough. Another 6 piercing. Okay. Chomp. Munch, munch, munch.
All
And you
right.
see this tomb tapper with the, with this little pseudo dragon, Charlatan pseudo dragon hanging off of its calf.
All right. From the doorway, Andrew is going to swing.
Mm-hmm. And the clone misses.
She misses. Azathoth, think you can hit it this time? Or.
Yeah.
She yells, "Come on, get it!"
I'm gonna attack it. Dang.
Okay. Do we have another strike from the clone? Can't she do 2 hits? I don't remember.
Nope, she's only level 4. She only has one
She's
attack.
only level 4. Okay.
I can do a second attack if she's willing to get up there in its face. And that will be... Yeah, that's everybody.
All right. Kira,
Okay.
our
Another
starting
archer shot.
elephant.
Okay. Focused. Pew!
16 to hit.
That one misses.
That's okay. And I'll do another guiding bolt through my trunk.
As the radiant
19 to
casts
hit.
the light on it. 19 will hit. We have a nice guiding bolt with radiant damage chipping away at this thing
Amazing.
or burning away at this thing.
Oh yeah. And then it's all nice and lit up for a flat roll for Azathoth next.
Yay!
It is all nice and lit up. Splendid.
I'm gonna hit it. 9. 23.
23 would work. Oh, that works. Okay, that smashed through and collapsed its whole side in on it, and it is now mangled, but it is still standing. It's looking pretty darn fragile, though.
Yeah. That's it. I'm
And
done.
you are noticing, as you're looking at it and sizing up what you want to do here, you are noticing that it is turning to orient itself towards Tolly's.
Oh no, I'm done. I got nothing else.
Okay. So, it comes shoving through. Actually, it doesn't need to. It can just throw its thing at Tully's. That's right. It can throw its... Oh, but it can only do 1 strike if it does that. So it's going to come stomping up right at Tully's, pulling it back. Let's
Reaction.
See. The clone can do an opportunity attack.
Actually, Ander can do the opportunity attack through the clone, but yes.
Mm-hmm. That will hit.
Oh, good.
And that is precisely
Serious?
the number of hit points needed to bring the thing down. And it sinks and it collapses right at Tolly's feet.
Tolly's kind of lowers his hand as it came over to him. You saw him started sort of gesturing, as if he was preparing to cast a spell. But with it collapsing in front of him, he stops. You see the arcane energy in his hand dissipate.
Okay. Okay. Dylan.
So
That is
does that
soon as-
happen every time you break something with it?
Happened last time.
Okay.
Oops, that wasn't what I wanted to do. I wanted to do this.
All right, as soon as we're no longer in combat, then Andwise is going to say return. The pseudo dragon's going to come running back, climb his leg, and then you'll notice that like its wings like fold in on itself, the legs move, and it as it transforms back into a bag hanging on his hip.
Color's the bag.
Rattle and colored. Which is kind of a
Tully's-
whitish gray, if I recall correctly.
Tully's is going to whisper an arcane phrase as he uses his free one of a healing word on Azathoth. And then
Oh, all right, thanks.
Dear friend, we're gonna do some. Flip over to Chalice. We're gonna do a cure wound.
And the T-Rex just starts cleaning up bodies by eating them.
Nice. Going to do HP to Azathoth.
All right. Thanks. Where's the crown?
sorry, what was that?
Destroyed it. Good job.
Crown's gone.
So now what?
You go to the Necromancy Tower. We got one clue left. Got this.
I mean, we can go get that chalice first, though.
That's on the way. It's a good idea.
All right. As you head down the stairs and out, let me return you to the map.
All right. As we are heading out, we're gonna let Andwise and Andrew will let Azathoth pass by. We are both gonna use that third level that we picked up earlier.
Oh,
Oh.
I assume I'm returned back to normal form to go down these stairs.
You could
Absolutely
squeeze.
not.
Well,
All right,
let's,
so-
Okay.
let's get outside.
You got up
We
here.
can, you all can ride. We can go in style.
Oh my god! Jump on. I switch to dragon
Alright,
form
so
first in
let's-
case I have to hover.
Let's see here. Okay,
Oh.
there we go. And we are at the. Where's abjuration? Here's abjuration. So we have the party riding on a T-Rex. Good. All right, because it lasts, what, an hour? 8 hours?
I
1
think
hour?
so. No, I think it's an hour.
Scroll up. You had it here.
1 hour.
how long does it take to
yeah,
travel
duration
to
co-
the tower?
Concentration.
Would it take more than an hour?
On dinosaur back? No, because it's how long is it? Let's see here. How far is it?
Yeah, it's
Where are you guys? Are you guys are headed to the
Well,
green?
well, no, actually, we're heading here because we need
Oh,
to.
you're
we
heading
wanted
here.
to get the chalice
So
first, yeah.
I mean, 175 feet. That's
Oh, that's like nothing.
that's
Takes the
less than a
dragon
tenth of a
about
mile. You can walk it.
minutes.
Yeah.
Or 8
Yeah.
seconds, yeah.
And I got large legs, so I can get us there pretty quick.
Heck yeah, mush.
Speed of 50, let's go.
Incidentally, like, so when we were going into this tower, if you remember, Ghosty Boy was heading
Yes.
over to investigate
And
this
by
one.
now,
Ellie, how
Ghosty
could
Boy has
you?
had a look at it. How could who?
Ellie.
We're druid crafting. We're druid
Oh.
crafting like a little like brittle for you that we can.
All right. So as he approaches that, so as you guys are traveling, and you're looking through Ghosty Boy's eyes, he's coming up to that large building that has lofty turrets in a state of disrepair. And let's see, he's going up here. Yeah, that one. Oh yeah. Okay. So as he kind of goes in, there's a giant door kind of at the base at the structure, and it's slightly ajar.
Okay, yeah, he's gonna slide on in.
And as he slides on in, there's kind of an open lobby area. And then there are these huge bookcases. Bookcases upon bookcases. There's a small cart laden with books. There are scrolls and books and papers piled everywhere in here.
Yeah, so anybody that has like, a half decent perception or is looking at Tallies will notice a visible shift in both his body language and his facial expression. A look of
Yep.
excitement. He turns and just starts staring over at that building there. Okay, once we've picked up the chalice from here, we need to go over here. That's what Tally says to everybody.
Once again, this
going.
party just is living their life. I love it. They're not focused on a goal. They're just living their life. Alrighty, so we are here at yes, the Tusklake Towers, and you go past. You can see. So the rest of you can now see that there's stained glass windows, and as you come in, does this one have a large door too? I'm going to say this one has a large double door, so that if Landar gets down, he can sort of wiggle his way in.
Wiggle, wiggle.
Just
And
wiggle
you
on
can
in
see.
there,
So we have
Dino.
it, huh?
Dino wiggle.
And,
Dino
and,
wiggle
and so
look
this
like?
this place was kind of ruined before, and as Landar kind of goes up the aisle, his tail is sort of knocking aside even more of the benches that were there, and so it's hard to tell because it was kind of ruined anyway. But he's adding to the chaos. So, and there's frost, although this frost is kind of shaken off of them a little bit. And so as you come up till you can see the raised lectern, and you can see the bejeweled goblet on top with steam wisping out of it. Now, Kira, you would probably notice, because this is the kind of thing you are interested in, those stained glass windows,
Oh, yeah.
you notice there are 8 of them, and each one has a wizard casting a spell, and you
Oh my
recognize,
gosh.
it's like, these,
It-
yeah, hey, look, it's
High
them.
Abjure, Taurith, and High Conjurer Demorith. So on and so forth.
Exactly, yes.
Wild.
All right, so we have the
Wow.
T-Rex.
These old dead people are everywhere. That's crazy.
Tully's is gonna approach the goblet,
Okay.
and he's gonna start trying to sort of examine it. He's gonna try and see what this liquid is that's coming out of it. He's gonna
Uh-huh.
just try and learn what he can about it, and then well,
So,
depending on what information I get, will determine what I do next.
okay, and as you get your face over it, it feels and smells like steam.
Okay. If anything bad happens to me, just I don't know, to see what you can do to help. But
I
I'm
can
gonna
bring you back.
try
It's
this.
okay.
Yeah.
Just think she can actually.
I'll take the goblet, and
Drink it.
so these. Yeah, I'm going to
Here,
actually.
use the shoe.
But
Maybe
what?
make an Arcana check
there,
first.
there are gems around the outside, right? That are all different
are.
colors. So I'm
Yes,
gonna
there are.
turn the goblet so that I don't know if it's going to do anything, but I'm going to turn the goblet so that the gem whose color relates to evocation is pointing towards me, and then drink out of it.
Why would you do that?
No, wait.
Okay.
I try to
Why
stop
would
him.
you
I
turn it
try to
towards
stop him from drinking it.
But Azatoth, no, realistic.
So you feel a hand on your shoulder, Tallies.
Oh,
Yeah, I'll stop.
hey, allow me. And I reach for the goblet.
Okay.
And while this is going on, the T-Rex is going to squeeze his nose in and start
this
sniffing.
way, you can observe and record the results.
True.
I suppose so.
And-
And you're probably going to be more resistant to any poisons that might be present than I would.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Mm-hmm.
okay, sure.
All right. So
Notepads out.
I'm gonna activate Form of Dread. So
Okay.
we get a little bit of a buffer here. And let me hold on. Where'd it go? Yeah, 1d10 plus 13. So we right, 17 temp HP. If it matters, it probably won't. And then we're gonna drink it.
You drink it, and as you drink it, you can feel the steam, and you can taste the hot water, and it seems like, okay, this is pretty bland for tea. And as you do it, the others notice that there is a slight grayish glow kind of around him.
Oh.
And you have this sense as a tot, that, as you think about it, you start noticing yourself, as you kind of glance at people, it's like, okay, you glance at Tallies, okay, so what's the effect? You start noticing yourself sort of calculating his defenses. And
Did I just get a scouter?
You have no. It says, and you have access to. You can cast for yourself the True Strike cantrip as an
Oh wow!
action
Oh,
at will.
wasn't I?
Oh man, that's wow! I feel powerful.
After recording the results tallies, we'll see. I mean, is there any liquid left in the cup?
As you put your head over, you can see it looks like hot water steaming.
I'll give it a go. Interesting.
Do you think these are the spells we'll have asked to do?
I didn't hear quite what you said, Smike.
It's because I hadn't thought it through. Go for it. Do whatever you're gonna do.
Okay, Tully's takes it. And do you again line up specifically to the evocation one?
Yes.
Or do you just take it from him and drink? Okay.
Well, actually, did when Azathoth drank, obviously, as I said, I had my notepad out. I was observing
Hmm.
which gem was pointed towards him.
Divination.
Divination.
That
Okay,
means abjuration
but
would
then
have been on the other.
And that matches with that matches with the gray light, and that matches with the True Strike. Well, you don't know about the True Strike. He knows about the True Strike.
okay. So, what, facing away or facing towards?
Towards.
Divination was facing towards him, and he got the grey light, which is
Yes.
indicative of divination. Okay, so
Yes.
yeah, I'll do the same thing with evocation. Yeah.
All right. And so as you drink it, yep, it tastes like hot water. And the other of you notice a sort of a red, that the wisp, so the glow around him is slightly red. And since you are thinking of it in these terms, evocation. So you now have the ability to cast dancing lights at will. As you look
Ooh.
around and you start seeing, oh, I could light that up. I could light that up.
All right.
Hey, Tallies, I want to try something.
Okay.
You need to record the results because this is going to be really strange. I noticed the 2 gems that they had pointing towards them when they took a sip, correct?
While you're
Yes, that's
talking,
the kind of thing you would
Azathoth
look like.
just walks up, makes a finger gun, and points it at you. Ah. I'm doing all the things. I'm just true striking everyone.
Mhm.
All right. So you got the first 2 that they've already were at. I'm going to hold the cup up in both hands. One
Mhm.
hand is going to sit low on the cup. The other hand is going to sit high.
Okay.
You cut out, Giz.
But basically, one hand high, one hand low, right in front of each, basically right across from each other on the cup.
Mhm.
I'm going to lift the cup up as I'm drinking, starting on the 3rd gem. I'm going to slowly rotate the cup around the other 5 as well while I'm drinking.
Okay, so you're going to rotate it as you're drinking from it.
Correct.
Okay. So,
Tallies, this should be interesting.
You die.
I don't think it will be interesting. I think it's gonna pick one at random.
so as he drinks, the steam coming up in front of his face, and he has a slight pinkish glow to it, which Tallis tells you that it's enchantment. And so you drink it, and as you look around, and as you sort of think about it, you start thinking about, I can outthink anybody, and I can outthink, and I can, when they're wielding their charms on me, I can resist that, and I can maybe influence their mood a little bit, and you have access to the friends cantrip.
That's pretty good.
Perfect one for Andalize.
I love Friends, and there's no greater person.
Oh, while you're watching all of this, Kira and Landar, what are you doing? What is T-Rex Landar doing?
I'm just watching all these people drink out of this cup, and I'm thirsty.
That's
Okay.
it's up to you.
Yeah, the T-Rex will try and drink out of the cup and see what happens.
Okay.
No
Okay.
specific, Joel. Just let's see what happens.
Just takes it. All right. So as you sort of drink it, and it's almost like a dragon with a little bit of wisps coming out of your mouth in a bluish color. Which there was a would be abjuration. And so that is going to be, and you just know that you can, all these things that are trying to hit at you, and you've got good defenses because you're fast and you've been able to move at it, and you can specifically resist some of these weapon attacks, and you have access to the blade ward cantrip.
Yeah. I typed it as soon as she started saying it. I'm like, I know what it is.
Uh-huh. This means I'm doing a good job at doing these flavor descriptions if you guys recognize what it is. So, yay!
100%.
Hey, I want another turn.
Can I go first? And I stick my trunk in, really hoping I get prestidigitation.
So do you do anything to orient the chalice?
I take the transmutation one and I make sure it's pointing towards me because I'm testing a theory, and I'm just gonna go boop. Lightning.
All right. Okay, so it is an orange light, and it was an orange gem that was facing you, so you would have done this. Transmutation, charm of the transmuter. And gee, you knew exactly what you were doing, and you got exactly what you wanted, so you could go around and clean everything if you wanted to. Yes, you can cast prestidigitation at will.
Yeah, let's go. I love this spell. I give it to Azatoth. Here you go. And a little bit of smoke comes out of my trunk as I give it to you for effect.
Great. And so, as Azatoth, are you then taking the chalice?
Yeah. And I think there's only one or two schools left, right?
You've gone through 5 of them, yes.
Oh.
Concentration, illusion, and necromancy.
Oh, necromancy hasn't been taken yet? No, what?
Necromancy has not been taken, no.
Oh, let's do that one. That seems like
so you aim the purple gem towards yourself.
Yeah.
And you drink.
Chug-a-lug, chug-a-lug.
And nothing happens.
Oh.
Good thing this is water.
Is it because I already know chilling touch? Is that it?
You can only...
That might be it. Hi, you didn't do nothing.
Ask.
Yeah, maybe you could only have one each.
Here, someone else take it. I'm gonna hold it out. I'm gonna hold it out, and then when nobody takes it, I kind of.
Tellers will take it.
I take Kira's trunk and I wrap it around the. Here.
And wrap it around the stem of the goblet.
Yeah.
I produce it for Quiet One that never talks. It has a twin, and I go, here you go. Do you want some?
Yeah, Ander will take the cup, but she's not going to point the purple one. She'll point one of the other two at random is fine, and takes a drink from there.
Okay, she's not doing the purple one. which means she is she's not taking any of the other ones that they had. All right, so the one that she is facing happens to be yellow. And she gains, as she is doing this, let's see, yellow. Yellow is conjuration. And she gets this look in her eyes as she looks at Andwise.
Uh-oh.
And she gets her look at Andwise. And Andwise, you kind of feel, you kind of feel something sort of tugging down by your belt as a spectral hand is attempting to pick your pocket,
Oh, that's pretty cool.
as she has seen you do many times before.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't do that kind of stuff. I will use my mage hand to bat hers away.
Okay.
Thumb wrestle right now.
And then I will glare at her and say, nice try.
And she sort of gives a chuckle and twinkles at you. Yeah, like Turtle Dad says. All right, so. Yeah, what are you guys doing now? Tollies.
All right. Tali says,
Ghosty
"Whoa,
Boy, wait. Ghosty Boy, you're seeing Ghosty Boy. As you look in on Ghosty Boy, he turns the corner and he notices a, oh drat, I need the name. There. And he catches sight of no, not that, of an albino words. Let me show it to you. I have a handout. Penguin, that was the word.
Oh.
And it is pushing, it is sort of pushing a cart, and its body language is kind of, it does not seem to have noticed Ghosty Boy, but it is pushing a cart, and it seems to be sort of looking for something, and it's kind of a downtrodden sort of body language to it as it's searching for something through the stacks.
okay."
Penguin librarian.
Tali says, "Hey, we need to go to the other building, the one that was over there. I mentioned it before. I wanted to get this out of the way, but we need to go over there."
Okay.
T-Rex just slaps its tail on the ground, trying to get people's attention to get on so we can leave.
Get on.
Okay, so talk to me, people. What you doing?
We're still
on.
taking this chalice, right?
Oh,
Well,
you're
100%.
Yeah,
Still got it.
For sure. Okay.
okay.
And-
So Kira still has the chalice clinging in her trunk. All right.
What do you think
And it is
happened if
still-
we
Got
put
it.
some beer in the chalice?
Well, let's find out
We
on
could
the
try that
way.
later.
Will it change?
Kira's smart. She's caught on to the habits of this party. Yeah.
Leisurely walk while everybody drinks from the chalice.
Wait, I can't pour into the chalice while we're walking. That's difficult.
No, we're riding a dinosaur, obviously.
That's even worse. It's spilling everywhere.
Oh no!
And
A disaster!
around. As it sloshes around, and as you guys are loping past the Conjuration Tower over to this tall building with its spikes, and let me grab its architecture here. Oh, the lofty turrets, and it is, looking at it, it is in a state of disrepair, as every place around here is, and there's
Tali's
rubble
down.
around the sides. I'm sorry, say that again, please.
Sorry, Tali's damn near runs inside.
Okay, well, this one does have a giant-sized door, so the T-Rex can just walk right in. I mean, it was only slightly ajar now, but the T-Rex
Yeah,
can.
I drop concentration on polymorph.
No!
You all
No!
landed a pile in the street.
I was just
how-
gonna ask how the dinosaurs
tall
demeanor changes
is-
when they go to the library. No.
How tall is the dinosaur? Am I
It's
falling
not
more than
anymore.
10
Large
feet?
sized. Maybe. No, probably not.
Reaction, feather fall.
It's
Yeah,
a 4x4
yeah.
token. That means it's like 20 feet tall.
Well, yeah, 20.
Yeah. So, anyways, yeah, you're doing. Yeah. You feather fall down, but everybody's sort of in a jumbled pile. But Tolly's knew he was dropping concentration, so he just sort of steps out, and he sort of just steps out and heads right into the library.
You'll see him stand at the doorway and just be like gazing around. And he just takes a deep breath and then walks in.
I miss
Earth's just
Landosaurus Rex
watching him be
already.
so excited.
Landosaurus Rex.
Oh, Rip Ellie.
And so as you're
Right.
standing there looking around with transported joy on your face, a voice comes up. You hear a voice. You must be the librarian. Scrim and Scry has need of your assistance. And comes up.
What?
Wait, who are you?
I might have a handout for Scrim and Scry. Let me see if I have a handout for
Did we
Scrim
just
and
find
Scry.
Pelly's end game? The librarian.
I do not. Well, let me see if I have one of his type.
I'm pretty sure whoever they are, they're about to be
Anyway,
dead.
so he's coming up and he's looking at you with a very expectant tone of look.
Who are you?
He's he's one of these.
Oh, okay.
Huh. Can I
Hey,
pet you?
Certainly not.
I'm
The
certainly not the
impertinence of
librarian.
librarians these days.
We're definitely not librarians. Maybe you need to clean your glasses.
What do you mean you're not librarians?
What
I
did
have
the
been looking
fox
for the
say?
librarians. How on earth can you?
Are you a librarian?
No, of course not. I am a patron
And
of the library here. I am
and of
here
course
to get
we
this,
are
and
as
I
well.
demand you tell me where the books of keeping are.
Demand all you want.
That
but
way.
I'm
And I point
I'm
in
busy.
just a direction.
I'm busy. Go away. And I just kind of waft my hand as I start looking at I kind of like I'm busy. Just go away. And I start.
And Kira has a pleasant look on her face. Ah, my dear lady, you must be the librarian then. Books of keeping. Books of keeping. You know, the ones with the true names of the Yugoloths. I want it. You're going to show me where it is. It's here somewhere. I know it is. It couldn't possibly
100%.
be missing from here.
Sure. Oh, yeah, no problem. I'll definitely do that right this second. And Kira will walk away.
Now, see that he looks at the rest of you. See there? That is the true way that good customer service should be done.
I'm sorry, what?
Kingsport, follow her and fetch the book as she has the book. And the penguin there, you can see the penguin comes up and it's got its little cart and he goes along and he follows along behind Kira. So why are the rest of you just standing here? Aren't you going to go look for the books of keeping?
Landar's actually going to walk behind a shelf or something and then just go invisible. Because he's going to cast some visibility on himself and then just start walking around.
Okay, well, so I'm going to let you guys roleplay for a couple of minutes. I need to refill my hot tea. I shall be right back.
Yep. Yeah. I'm just looking through the stacks and I don't even remember what they yelled and asked me for. So I'm just like wandering through the stacks.
Still standing by the Arcana Loth. I'm just gonna shout, "What are we looking for?"
I think we're looking for books.
You see any?
I found one, and I
keeping.
just kind
A
of point.
set of 4. It's a set of 4 books.
Set of. I don't know that.
No,
I
the guy's
grabbed
telling
4
you.
books.
The fox, the jackal-headed guy's telling you this.
We're role playing amongst ourselves. Get water.
Yeah.
I grab 4 random books that look nothing like each other, and I very slowly start to wander back while the others do.
Lando's going to be walking through the stacks and like one by one, just start flicking the books off shelves, off of tables as I'm walking by, invisible, just to make it look like the place is haunted now.
The
I
books
hear
are,
that.
the books are alive.
Tallies will
happening?
shout out. Tallies will shout out, Landor, stop doing that. If you
I
don't
cast
damage these
fireball.
books.
Wait.
What are you going to do? Cast fireball in here?
Cast
I
fireball.
can make it different elements, ones that won't necessarily harm the books.
Question: how would a fireball level spell of any type not damage the books?
I could make it poison.
But then wouldn't the
Wouldn't damage
paper
the
absorb
objects.
the poison?
Yeah,
And then
please,
you
Sure,
can't
so
use
it
the
would
make it
books.
poison.
I'd be fine. I'll wear gloves.
Acid definitely wouldn't work.
I'll wear gloves.
But yeah, thunder damage. Thunder, they would just go.
Yeah, they would all just disintegrate. That's not a good one.
All right. As Kira's approaching with the 4 mismatched books, I'm going to cast minor illusion on them to make them all look identical, with just a different title on them.
This library is incredible, you guys. First, there were books flying off the shelves, and now these are the exact books that we wanted. That's wild. That's the magic of being a librarian.
What's a librarian?
I'm a librarian. Obviously, they said I was a librarian, and they wouldn't lie to me. I even know that.
Is that the word for that? And I point to the trunk and ears.
My trunk? Oh no, this is a bipper to bopper. It's not a librarian.
What language is that? A bipper and bopper.
Bitter bopper?
Yeah.
It's druidic. It's very fancy. Only the smartest druids know it. You don't just get it when you decide you're a druid or anything like that. You gotta learn it.
Oh, speaking of
Hey,
which,
look, the Arcanos.
how far away are we from finishing the download? We're only like a couple of days away, right?
You're done. I'm going to say you're done.
Oh, cool. So does Sally just speak everything?
Pretty much. It was like 30 languages or something like that. I don't remember what it was.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think he says it's like.
I mean, it's in
28
my
or
notes
30
somewhere, but
languages.
yeah.
All right.
All right.
Yep. Tally's. Yeah, he's just going through the books. He's finding whatever kind of piques his interest. At first, he's looking for things specifically related to, the tower and stuff first, but he's not that choosy about, the things that he'll, like, so that looks interesting. Might not be related to what I'm looking for, but it's interesting. So let's have a quick read. And yeah, Tally's is done now.
Yeah, I know. We've lost Tallies. So, Kira, as you're coming up with these 4 identical books that have, a title that says Book of Keeping and a subtitle, Volume 1, Volume 2,
Volume 1.
and
Would it
he
be
just
hilarious if it all said volume 1? No, I'm watching.
he said different titles. He said they just had different titles.
It would be funny. I mock.
So he's holding those scrolls, and he looks at you. He says, and he puts his arms out and drops the scrolls at his feet. You found them. I always thought they would be fancier than that. Let me look. Let me have them.
Okay,
No,
just for your warning,
you gotta pay.
Just to pay?
Hey,
That's not the point of libraries.
You have to pay.
Libraries are resistant to capitalism. Didn't you hear?
Not anymore. They aren't. It's
This
now
is a
it's now a
subscription library.
subscription service. You have to pay a monthly annulment It's a donation.
Resistance
we'll
is
call
not
it.
immunity.
I
fee.
didn't see any
It's called
signs about
taxes.
that.
It was written on the front door. How did you not see it? You can read, can't you? I would hope you're in a library.
Of course I can read, for heaven's sakes. Who is this impertinent person?
Well, he's just looking
They're
out
out of the
for us
Manager.
to give them.
Look, man, I just work here. Could you just pay the fee and then we can all go away?
So,
It's Netflix for books.
Bookflix.
Andwise,
Yes.
you notice that the penguin has come up to Ander and has tugged on her arm and is kind of whispering something to her.
All right, I'm gonna go over there and see what's. While Kira deals with the books that aren't really the book she wants, I'm gonna go see what Anders doing with the penguin.
Incidentally, sorry, what is the lighting like in here?
It's not real bright. It's comfortable reading lighting with the
Perfect.
sconces, the eternal flames in the sconces and all. It is very comfortable reading light. Yes, love it. All right. So are you listening? Are you looking? Or are you coming and joining the conversation? What are you doing, Andwise?
I'm walking up to listen and see if there's a place where I can join the conversation.
Okay. And he had whispered something, and looking at her, she doesn't look like she quite heard it. But since you are watching kind of closely, it passed something to her, and then it scuttled off with its cart. And she's standing there a little bit confused, and she's got something in her hand, and she kind of looks around like she isn't sure if she should look at it or not.
I'm gonna nod, go ahead to her to let her know she can look at it. And then I'm curious as to what it is.
And she's kind of looking around, and she gets she looks at it, she kind of looks at it, and she gets an uneasy look at her face, and she quietly passes it over to you. And as you look at it, as you take it, it's a piece of leather with something written on it. Are you gonna how are you just gonna straight just look at it, or are you gonna be subterfuge?
Why, yes, I am. I'm gonna
Okay.
take a look at it, see what it says.
It says, "Help me," in common.
Oh.
All right, I'm gonna look down at Ander or look straight across at her. That's right, we're both halflings. We're both short.
Mm-hmm.
See what kind of impression she gives. I'm gonna give her a slight nod, and then kind of like gesture in the direction where the penguin went.
Okay, and so she kind of nods back and then
then
follows off. Go ahead.
As soon
Go
as she
ahead.
nods, me and her are going to slip off in that direction to see what the penguin person needed help with.
Okay, and he's and he's heading back to the fox person. Yeah, kind of lost. Anyway, so he's heading back there, and he still has kind of the posture of sort of downtrodden. All right, Landar, what are you still invisibly being a poltergeist?
I'm invisibly going one book, not about food. Not about food. Just all the way through. Until I find maybe a cookbook in here. We'll see. It's a library. It's possible.
You'll find the cookbook section, I am sure. There'll be an exotic foods whole cornucopia of books about food. All right, so Kira and Azatoth with it's okay. He's trying to look at the books. It's like, this is gibberish. There's nothing written here.
That's because you haven't paid yet.
Scriven Square is not pleased. What do you mean not paid? This is a library.
If you don't
You're
pay
still
your
ignorant.
subscription fees, then the books appear as gibberish like this one has.
You
I
gotta
have
use a
been
VPN
here.
to get around it.
I I have been here since yesterday, and this is the first books that have been gibberish. They have
New
been
policy.
Just Kingsport. See, this book is not gibberish.
I'm going to
And he
use
pulls out
minor
a dictionary.
illusion as he opens it to make it look like gibberish.
See, this book is not gibberish.
Oh yeah.
Scriven has already read the preface of this book, and I'm going to read the rest of it.
Okay.
And Aztec looks at it and it looks like gibberish, but
Oh, okay. You do you.
what?
I
This
mean,
book is gibberish.
Yeah, see,
What have you done?
look, it's not
Scriven
me.
is
It's
not.
upper
Please,
management.
I want a refund.
Yeah, I can't
Scriven
issue.
You haven't
You
paid
ain't-
I take a crisp high five back. Okay. I hope you have a lovely day. Thank you for visiting the library. Goodbye.
Yep, you gotta go. You heard her. Her bipper boppers is pointed to the door. You go.
Yeah. And I go,
All right. Thank you.
You wouldn't pay.
And you can see him looking at these books, trying to figure out, and he gets kind of a glint in his eye, and he sort of snarls. Scriven doesn't think these are actually the books of keeping. You are miscreants.
I mean, I've been called worse.
No. According to you, we are librarians. We never claimed that title.
Scriven is starting to doubt that. After all, you haven't been here the last 24 hours. I have been here for 24 hours, and Scriven has been here for 24 hours and has not seen any of you lot. Out of the library. You are clearly not fit. Miscreants do not belong in
Wait,
Scriven
you don't
library.
work here either, man. You can't just kick us out.
And the penguin is kind of fidgeting.
I feel, my name's Kira. This Kira, not Creant, I don't know who Creant is, that we've perhaps escalated this situation a little bit hot. You know, let's bring it down a little bit. It's a library after all. We gotta be quiet. I think that we can help you get the books you're looking for. You don't gotta worry about it. And then maybe we can get the books we're looking for. Because I think this whole city's dead. I don't think the staff is here anymore. It's like a team effort situation.
Scry is listening.
Okay. It's amazing. I love your name. You said Scribble Scry? That's so cool.
Scriven Scry, girl.
So much better than what
So-
I originally thought.
So scribble cry. What's up with this subscription? I really would like to know.
Oh, we're gonna be nice.
Glares
anymore.
at you.
I'm
Kira's
just gonna go
thinking in
sit
her
over
head,
here.
the more we antagonize this person, the more likely it is he's gonna get murdered, and she's trying to really level out the murder score for when she inevitably leaves this place. So it's just like, okay.
You're lucky my
I mean,
friend
it's-
is holding me back.
It's not murder if she strikes first, no matter how much we antagonize her.
So what are you looking for? And where have you already looked? What section do you think it's in? Why are you looking for it? You know, some details.
Scriven
Communication.
Scry seeks the books of keeping. A
Okay,
set
the
of
books of
4 lost tomes. They've got the true names of every Yugoloth ever created. These are very precious books. And I've been traveling the plains looking for them. Scriven Scry has been traveling the plains looking for them, and happened upon this library by chance. So, however, this is such a comprehensive and large library. Scriven Scry is certain there must be at least one of them here.
Yeah, but there's no way to know. Apparently, nobody actually worked here.
It's true.
So I'm going through literally shelf by shelf, picking at these books, right? Do I see the name of or title of this book at all?
Books of keeping.
Yeah.
No, and as Scriven Scribe starts, sort of describing what they know about the books, which is clearly not much, mostly legend and not really much of anything. Um, you haven't seen it yet. Now we can start searching the entire library if you like.
Anybody
It's
have
not
Tullies,
necessary.
what
find
are
object?
you doing lost in this library?
I'm just going through. I'm going through
You've taken
all
out
of
some
it.
books.
This is
What books have caught Tully's attention?
so anything related to obviously magic,
Mhm.
history, language, um, yeah, stuff like that. I guess it would be the primary. Those
Sorry,
would
I
be
was
the
distracted there.
those would be the primary ones that would
Mm.
catch his attention. But if he sees anything that you know calls out to him of
Okay.
particular note that he might not have thought
As
of
he's sort of
before.
scanning along, looking, and Tully's kind of knows how libraries tend to be organized and all, and he finds himself going past the deep in decibels. So as he finds himself going past it, I mean, you do see a history section, and there is a section on the history of Ithrin. Sorry, I was for a moment there. I was just blanking on the name of the city.
Okay, yeah, let's start with that.
All righty. So what do you do? So you've taken this book. Do you actually?
Yeah,
Yeah.
stand
All
there and start
right.
reading.
All right. So as you're you're starting through it, it starts about the forming of Ithrin was formed. Basically, it was founded by a lich named Eriolarthus, and he was on a search for relics and magic from Faerun's ancient past. And he pulled together, all of these. It essentially ended up making a school with all the different schools of magic to build up more and more arcane knowledge to aid in the search as you're going through this. And so you've gotten about that far through chapter 1, and we'll see what the others are doing. Are you?
Cast
Uh,
locate
incident.
object on the books of keeping.
The other thing as well that that I just point out is so you said that Ghosty Boy found the penguin, so the Ghosty Boy probably would have been following him. So Ghosty Boy will be, I guess, with the party now since the penguin's near the
Yes.
party, right? Yeah.
Yes.
So he'll be there while Tally's wanders off.
Okay. Um. So tell me about your locate object. What does your magic look like with your stars?
So, absolutely. So, as I pull out a forked twig, I just need for vibes, I guess. I have this twig, and as I cast it, I move a hand up over it. Stars come out from my big old hands, a little chunky, and the stars begin to form, and they pull the twig with its brightness in the direction towards what I need to go.
They aren't.
If I can go anywhere, if it's in 1,000 feet, pop in there.
Except they don't seem to be tugging anywhere. It seems to be swelling normally, and the stars dangling, but it's just forming a little bush right there in your hands.
Oh, I'm so sorry, friend. I do have magic and I can cast, and I'm casting locate object. And because they're books of keeping, I can use this spell here for a particular kind of object, such as these types of books, and they are not popping up. I don't think they're here.
What do you mean they're not here?
Think they're
Scriven
here.
Scry is certain there is at least one here.
Could you be certain you just stumbled upon this place and you're like, it has to be here? It's like saying when I wake up in the morning, I have to poop. Like, it doesn't always happen. Sometimes it does, but it doesn't.
Scriven Scry cannot believe you are seriously standing there speaking to Scriven Scry about poop.
I everybody poops, but everybody
Actually,
does
I
not
do
find
not
the books
poop.
of keeping in this library. Oh, that's crazy. But he's the rare case where just like
Well,
this is the case where you don't find the books of keeping.
Yeah,
in
I
this
don't
And
breathe
you
or
see
eat
him-
either.
And you can see he's kind of aware of Azatoth there, and you can kind of see as he's starting to form some magic
Hey, what
as
are you
he is
doing there?
starting to cast.
Hey, you gotta stop that. You're making me nervous.
And nobody's
Trouble
stopping
with
him.
his face.
So, Azatoth,
Okay, I got a question. His casting,
Yes?
does it involve like hand movements and stuff?
it
It's-
does.
Yeah, that's what
In
we're
that
noticing.
case, Andwise is going to send Mage Hand at one of his hands to fuddle with that one, and Andrew's going to send her Mage Hand at the other to fuddle with that one to stop him from being able to properly cast if he can't do the hand movement stuff.
That's a
In
cool
the
idea.
time somebody is casting a spell, you will cast a spell, send your mage hand several feet, and stop them from casting a spell.
Yes. So
I always
as
have my Mage Hand out.
But if Mage Hand is not a reaction.
Andwise does.
Yeah, it's not a reaction, so it's an
Oh,
action.
that's
Yeah,
right.
it's not
It's yep.
So,
It's good in
Kara,
theory.
is anyone? Is
I
Kara
don't
doing
know-
anything about this? Or
Hey, I'm warning you. If you cast that spell,
Okay.
I'm gonna bop you.
give me a charisma save, please.
Me?
You. Azatoth.
I guess it's
Oh.
past later, but
Oh.
Oh, that is a failure. Okay.
Oh, no way.
And Azatoth, there's
Reaction.
just like
Add 2 to that. Flash of Genius. Just in case.
doesn't help. And
No!
Azatoth and is gone.
Gone?
Vanished away to a harmless plane for
No.
For a whole minute? Oh my gosh. Why would you do that?
Okay. Tally's comes back
They're gonna
because
kill
Ghosty Boy
you.
will have seen that happen.
I'm gonna kill you.
Yeah, you will have noticed magic going on and have heard the chaos, yes, as Azatoth is banished. And you will have seen it and you will have known exactly what happened as you're coming
I
up.
go. I druid craft a bouquet of lilies and I give it to him. It's like, here you go.
Don't do that.
So that when you
Taking a
fall
drink.
down, that way when you fall down, you'll at least look pretty. And I back up.
It will look pretty when you're back, yes, in a minute.
No, I give it to the guy so that when he dies and falls backwards, his corpse will be like this. I just
Alright,
walk
so
away.
you've formed
All right.
flowers and you've handed them.
Yeah.
And Scriven Scry looks at you baffled.
Yeah, I'm also confused why you went that hard, but here we are. Call out to everybody. He attacked us. I don't really understand why.
So yeah, Tally makes his way back. Just let me know when he gets there. I mean, I don't know how far I'll have been able to wander.
It's not that. I mean, yeah, the library is pretty big and you were pretty deep in it, but I'll say you get there pretty quickly.
I have a question.
I mean,
Okay.
nobody else is doing anything to attack him, so I haven't put us into initiative yet.
Wait.
Tally's is gonna walk up and snap his fingers.
Where did he send me?
Sorry.
Well, so you belong to this plane, so it just goes. And so banishment just goes to a harmless demi-plane.
Yeah.
So you're
Yeah.
just someplace it's nearly nothingness.
All right.
So
So Tally's is gonna snap his fingers, and
you're not helping my
The-
voice here.
the Arcanoloth is gonna start feeling his body change. He can make a save as I cast Polymorph on him.
He is feeling his body change. So he's seeing you do something. Okay, we
Yeah, I'm
do
gonna turn
need
him
to
into
be
I'm gonna turn
in
him into a slug.
initiative. He is going to counterspell as a reaction.
Okay.
Rookie move. Here comes the counter to the counter.
So,
Yep.
so are you countering his LT? Are you
Good
countering his
counter.
counter?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so the original one goes through, and he is polymorphing. What is his save? I need to. Okay.
So he has a
let's do that
save.
here.
However, I'm pretty sure he rolled a nat 1 because we were all on time, right?
That was, yeah.
That sounds
Yeah.
about right.
Yep.
Good. He rolled a nat 1 because everyone was on time. Yes.
All right,
There
so
it
he turns
is.
into a slug. And so the duration for this is 1 hour. Tally's is going to pick him up and say, "Hey, Landar, can I borrow you for a sec?
Yep.
We need to get over here." And so basically, what we're going to do is, to give the short version, is we're going to like head like sort of all the way over to like here, like where like the ice and stuff is, like wherever the closest like
the edge of the
The edge of the city.
the edges of the city.
Okay.
Okay, so basically what Landau's going to do is he's going to create a really deep hole in a huge chunk of ice, and then I'm going to drop the slug in it, and then we're going to bury him.
And we're going to fill it up with water and let it freeze. And yeah, okay.
All right.
Cool. So if he's a slug, what happens to his magical abilities in his polymorph?
I mean,
Magical
but-
abilities.
There are
He
none.
can't. He's a slug.
He's a slug, a non-magical slug.
Wild shape.
So he
Okay,
won't be able to
oops.
use any verbal components, any somatic components, any material components. He can't do anything.
Yeah, no, this is true. Okay. All righty.
So
Man's got no hands.
90 feet down and fill back in 90 feet with solid ice.
All right. So
Once
Did
he's
his banishment require any like concentration or
Oh
anything?
yeah.
Well, he can
actually,
concentrate as a
yes.
slug. He hasn't taken any damage.
This is true.
Only lasts a minute.
Yeah.
Tallies, come here a second. I'm gonna hold up my hand, get my finger ready.
No, you're not. You're not. We're not doing that. If he takes 1 point of damage, he'll turn back. He's a slug. He'll have 1 hit point.
Yeah, you flick him, then he unpolymorphs and goes ah and starts casting spells and shit.
Don't we need to get Azathoth back from wherever he just got sent
he'll,
to?
He'll come back in a minute.
It's been about a minute now, and other times it pops back in. You know, right at the I don't remember what you were saying as you went out, but you were mid-sentence and you were finishing your sentence.
You better not cast that spell.
He's glad they turned him into a slug. I think they're drowning him.
Oh.
Not surprised. She puffs the smoke out of her trunk with prestidigitation.
So basically, the way this is going to go is that he's going to be in a 90 feet like solid ice thing, and then I'm going to drop concentration on polymorph so that he basically has nowhere to go, and they just being surrounded by that much ice should instantly crush him.
Right.
And
You
we threw
heard
the
me give
flowers
him a
down with
warning, right? Like I told him not to do that.
Yeah, I did too. I don't really understand the sudden jump to spells, but here we are.
I think I made him mad with my repeated insistence that they pay a subscription fee. But everybody has to pay the fee.
Thanks, Adobe. What are y'all doing again?
Straight out, you are in a library. So the penguin actually doesn't have any eyes, but has been orienting. He's been listening very carefully to this.
Hey, you.
He's been listening.
Penguin.
Is it over?
What do you mean? What over? Guy? Yeah, he's gone. Is he super mean to you? Okay.
My saviors! Oh, this guy has been a cruel and wicked master. He was supposed to give me a life of enlightenment when he wakened me, but instead all I've had to do is slave and serve for him.
Oh dear.
Oh,
Well, that sounds
I'm so sorry. That sounds awful. See, this is what going. And I look at Azathoth. See, this is what happens when we do good stuff. It's really great.
Yeah, so now this little guy can pay us.
No.
Yeah,
No.
we saved him. He owes us
this
now.
little guy.
Hey, carry
this
this, and I throw my trunk at him.
And he leans over and he's picking up the scrolls that he heard falling that with it that Scriven had dropped. He picks the scrolls and he hands them out
Oh.
to
Thank you.
Azathoth.
Right.
Oh my
Payment
goodness.
received. Look at that. Trade completed. Pleasure doing business. And I shake his flipper.
Okay, do you need food? Are you okay?
A little like tuning fork thing on the floor that he didn't know about. Or
Oh,
it's just a little metal tube on the floor that he didn't know about.
Grab that 100%. I know what that is.
A hollow metal tube about a foot long. Okay,
So would Tally's rationalization that, you know, turning from a slug to a full-size Arcanoloth in a hole that's only the size of a slug, we should pretty much crush and kill?
You don't know. You weren't there to see.
I mean, I was
pretty far
standing
down.
right there. That's true.
Well, but
The
it's guys
screen?
90 feet below you in the ice. You don't
That's
see
true.
anything happening. So you drop concentration. You don't see anything else happening right there.
Well, yeah. I mean, to be fair, you might hear like an echo of a scream through the tiny hole that I had to leave open. So
Well,
You don't hear anything.
all right. Well, that
Right.
business is settled. Why are we actually here again?
Once we'll give it a couple of minutes, and then Landar, if you can open the hole up again, then we can take the dead Arcanoloth out, and then just see what he's got on him.
Oh, of course, loot.
yep.
All
So
right.
I used all my key there for that. So we're going to sit here for an hour while I meditate.
Cool. I mean, an hour of no oxygen should be like definite death anyway. So.
All right. So while they're out there, back at the library, Andwise and Kira and Azathoth.
That's me.
We have a penguin friend. I have a tuning fork that definitely doesn't go to other planes. We don't have a book.
Well, I mean, there are 6 books on the card.
Oh yeah. I walk over and see what they are.
They all seem to be treatises on the outer planes.
Oh. That's cool, I guess. I'll save them for Tally's when he gets back. I'm sure he'll like.
And Andwise, so Ander she had kind of wandered off. Something caught her attention. She brought it up to you and says, this could be helpful. Except, Andwise, you find yourself looking at her a little bit suspiciously. Ander has, yes, she's served you and she's done your bidding. She has never been this proactive before. Okay. So, what is Kira doing?
I'm just really enjoying having another lady in the group that I can hang out with. This is great. I'm just hanging out at the table with her, maybe if she's doing stuff, or like I'm seeing her and I'm just like, wow, look at her. She's really coming into her own. That's so awesome. And I'm flipping through the books. I'm not reading them, but I'm just looking for pictures, just waiting for everyone to come back from murdering that guy.
I didn't murder any guy.
I didn't say you did. You're still here. We're hanging out. Oh, how was the demi-plane, by the way?
It was boring.
Color was it?
Nobody puts baby in a corner.
They're Jim Azathoth TV like, nobody puts baby in the corner. A bunch of frizzy
love
hair.
Okay, while we're waiting, do you want to practice that baby dance for religion?
So I'm
The time of my life.
we will pick up next time with the aftermath.
All right.
I can't believe we didn't get to the Necromancy Tower.
I've been playing this. I've been running this entire campaign with these people. It does not surprise me at all. You didn't get to the Necromancy
This
Tower.
is the attention deficit Dungeons and Dragons.
The options were for books and murder or complete the puzzle. I should have known.
A,
Oh,
D,
welcome
and
to the
D,
group,
and
Swag.
D, and oh, shiny.
All right. Well, hopefully you all enjoyed yourselves. I know I did. If you enjoyed the stream, make sure you hit that follow button. If you haven't already, join us in the Discord. We hang out there throughout the week. That's where you can go if you want to get involved in the game yourself. And hopefully I see you tomorrow at 7 for Out of the Abyss. Bye, everyone.